Faced with our potential mortality in our late 50s and the knowledge that life is short, we had limited good years remaining in this life journey of ours. It was clear a life change needed to happen or our time was going to run out. We'd worked hard our entire lives, raised a blended family, and raced on the hamster wheel like pros, all with the promise of more of the same until we left this earth. We took a giant leap of faith, grabbed each other by the hand, and said goodbye to our big house and lucrative income to retire to our little cottage in the woods, a shed, really. We're turning our 336 square foot, one-bedroom cottage into the tiny house of our dreams and a life worth living. I'm Christine. This is my husband, Mitch. Welcome to my tiny retirement. This is our story. Okay, guys. Welcome to another episode of Adventure with Dementia. All right, so you guys know Mom's been having some difficulties and some memory issues. Well, we got her tested. It was a MoCA Cognitive Assessment Test. She bombed it. The only things she got right at all was the spatial things. She knew what day of the week it was. She knew the date. And the only reason she got those right is because she lives by her calendar. She knows she's been having memory problems. She writes everything on her calendar, every appointment, every important date. So yeah, she knew the date, but only because she obsesses. She obsesses over the dates. Well, last week, when I called them, because they hadn't called me, so I called them to find out what the results were. We hadn't actually met with her doctor yet, her primary. I went over and talked with my mother and told her what the results were. You can rank up to 30. Okay, it's what is it, like a 20-minute exercise. And there are 30 things that 30 tasks she needs to complete. Well, let's see, I'm confused because I'm trying to fill you guys in on what's going on. It's one of the reasons I haven't really been around. I've had my hands full. So I guess a score of 26 to 30 is considered normal. You know, if she has difficulty answering 26 of these questions, and they're very simple things. They are very simple things. So if you score, I think it was like 26, then you're in the normal range of, you're starting to have some, age-related memory problems. She got a score of 14. And like I said, the only reason she even scored that high was because she knew her address. She knew her phone number. She knew the day of the week it was and the date, like any 5-year-old would. She couldn't do anything else. She couldn't do much else. And even then, she required assistance and clues to complete the tasks. Well, the very next day, My mother showed up at my house. Yes, driving. And I've been trying to get her to stop driving because she shouldn't. Now that we know the cognitive things that are going on, her brain does not work fast enough to be behind that wheel. And let me tell you, it was a shocking experience. I've never, well, let's put it this way. The last person that treated me like that, I divorced. And happily so. Swearing, name calling. And then I finally said, Mom, just go home. Just go home. Screaming at me that I am not going to take her independence, and that was not exactly how she worded it. She called me a liar, that I made her look awful to the doctor. Mitch was standing in the garage, and she kept inching closer and closer to me. And she was doubling her fists, and she was, really, like, in a rage. And Mitch thought she was going to attack me. And I'm telling you, when she was so close to me, with her teeth clenched, hissing at me, she was, like, I don't know if you can see, she was literally right here in front of me. She was that close to me. And I did not feel safe. And I just said, Mom, go home. She refused. She refused. I was like, I'm asking you to leave and go home. I will not. I have every right to be here. This is my daughter's house. So either she did not realize she was speaking to her daughter, or she was trying to put me in my place, that I am beneath her. In any event, this was Wednesday of last week. It is now Wednesday again. And she has gone all in one day, a few hours apart, from deep rage, calling me a liar, accusing me of hating her. I've always hated her. I've been a horrible daughter. She disowned me. Told me I'll never hear from her again. And then a few hours later, I get texts and phone messages like nothing ever happened. Like nothing ever happened. Same thing happened this morning. I wake up this morning to a text from her that told me she finally knows what I'm up to. What I'm up to is trying to get a staff into her house so that she doesn't have to go into a home. That's what I'm up to. And today, she has her doctor's appointment to actually go over the test results, to talk about a treatment plan of some kind. I have a strong feeling that the doctor is going to stop her license so that she can't drive. And of course, this is all my fault. Well, Mitch has gone over to get her because he does not want me in a vehicle with her. I don't feel safe with my own mother. So why am I telling you all of this? Because you're going to be hearing a lot from me in the near future, and maybe the foreseeable future at any rate, about dementia, because that we are full on in the throes of it. She took such a decline, a radical decline like that. And I don't know if it was the reality of the test results coming back that actually made it a reality. I don't know. I don't know. Or if she was in denial that people were lying. Oh, and then today, she also sent me a text or a voicemail or something and said that in today's mail, she got a notice that someone was going to rent her house out. I have no idea what that's about. But at any rate, that is what's going on. So that's why I'm telling you guys this, because if I have joined a number of support groups on Facebook. There are Facebook support groups. There are medical facilities around here and homes that provide support. Homes, assisted living places that provide support and recommend support for family members. I think it's important to share what is going on because I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only one that's going through this. So yeah, Adventures in Dementia. Another episode. I'll let you know how the doctor's visit goes.